And it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe on the way in the door, my people. I hope you all are having a truly, truly fantastic day today. So got a great article here. This is coming from Basketball Network, and this is an article about Dwyane Wade talking about the moment he realized that Kobe Bryant was different. So let's go ahead and get into this article. It says, Dwade on the moment he realized Kobe Bryant was different. He was on his second workout before anyone else had even shown up. It says, Kobe Bryant was best known for his incredible work ethic. Many NBA players witnessed this, one of whom was Miami Heat legend Dwade, who recently got the most ridiculous statue for any athlete ever. Says Bryant and Wade had their share of battles on the hardwood. However, the two icons had a rare chance to play side by side in 2008 for Team USA at the Beijing Olympics. That group was known as the Redeem Team. And it was the Redeem Team because Kobe Bryant had to come and save the deer from getting another bronze medal. Says was known as the Redeem Team and was tasked to reclaim USA basketball's lost glory after the bronze medal finish at the 2004 Summer Olympics. Dwade on Kobe's work ethic. It is worth noting that Bryant was not fully healthy at the time. He was supposed to have surgery to repair a torn ligament in his shooting hand. Regardless, the Los Angeles superstar found a way to adjust his game. Another thing that the deer is sorely lacking, the ability to adjust his game. Just pointing things out, fanboys. Take notice. Aware of the stakes on the line, Kobe wanted to make sure he was ready for the USA's battles in the Olympic stint. That's why he put in the extra work, which Wade admitted left a lasting impression on him. He was on his second workout before anyone else had even shown up. That's when I knew he was a different beast. It told me about his work ethic and his will to be great. The 5th overall pick of the 2003 draft said in Showboat, The Life of Kobe Bryant by Roland Lazenby, said workouts over shut-eye. Most have heard about the ridiculous work ethic the 13th overall pick of the 1996 draft had done. Another story that epitomizes that was shared by an athletic trainer named Robert, who was also allegedly associated with the Cincinnati Bengals. He recalled Kobe Bryant asking him for help in conditioning. The crazy part of the story was that the Los Angeles guard reached out to him at 4 a.m. The two put in the work, going through a workout that lasted for more than an hour. The trainer went back to sleep since Team USA was scheduled to practice at around 11 a.m. When Robert returned, he encountered Kobe and asked him what time he had left the gym after their workout. To his surprise, Bryant said he never left the gym since. He never left the gym since then and had worked out the entire morning. The two instances were just some of the many incredible Kobe Bryant workout stories. They are an inspiration to every athlete alive, proving what can be achieved through hard work and dedication. No one embodied those two qualities better than the legendary number 24. So, yeah, that's a great story about Kobe Bryant. And so I just have a few things to say about this. Inevitably, this is all going to fall back on the dear LeBron James, because at this point, the NBA is so trash. I'm so disgusted with the NBA that my mission is to make sure that the younger generation understands why the NBA is trash, so that hopefully they don't fall into the same pitfalls of this self-praise and putting money over integrity and these kind of things. So yes, this what I have to say about this is inevitably going to come back to your False King fanboys. But what I want to say about this is Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, arguably the greatest athlete to play basketball ever. Arguably the greatest athlete to play basketball ever. And human nature is normally, when someone is so athletic, they're not going to put in the work to be fundamentally sound in the game. They're just not going to put in that same kind of work. They're going to skate by on a certain amount of that athleticism. I'm not saying, and obviously it's to varying degrees. You have some athletes who really don't put in any work at all, and then you have some who put in some work. But Michael Jordan is seen to be, by many, the most fundamentally sound athlete to ever play the game of basketball. According to Kenny Smith, according to various athletes who played the game, said Michael Jordan, despite arguably being the greatest athlete to play the game, is also arguably the most fundamentally sound athlete to play the game. And this is what made Michael Jordan, Michael Jordan. It's, all those things together. It's the killer will, it's the work ethic, it's the not resting, reliant on his athleticism. Matter of fact, we all know that we watched Michael Jordan's game change over the years, from when he first got into the league to where he was just on a athletic level that was ridiculous. He was as quick as you would ever want to see. He was jumping higher than you would ever want to see. And we watched that evolve to the point to, by the time he retired, you can definitely say he's one of the greatest post players to ever play the game as well. And the post is normally a big man's game. But Michael Jordan retired one of the greatest post players to ever play the game because his game evolved. And then 1996, we see Kobe Bryant come into the league. And here's the great thing about Kobe. Kobe Bryant, first of all, his hunger for knowledge of the game, to me, even to some degree, even maybe more than his crazy work ethic, to me, his humbleness and his desire for knowledge of the game is something to be respected. Because, a lot of people who consider themselves competitors are not humble enough to still seek out information about the thing that they're doing. But Kobe Bryant, despite being one of the most fierce competitors we've ever seen play the game, Kobe Bryant was also a seeker of knowledge in the game. And we've heard stories from many people. We all know, of course, Michael Jordan seems to be first and foremost that Kobe went to regularly to seek knowledge about the game. But we also know that he got defensive lessons from Scottie Pippen and Gary Payton. And there's just an endless number of players who Kobe went to, especially I would say veterans for Kobe, that he went to say, hey, how do you do this? How do you do that? What's the best way to do this? And to me, that is a very admirable quality. Because to me, that really shows how much you want to excel at what you want, excel at what you're doing, is that seeking of the knowledge. So I have a great amount of respect for Kobe Bryant for that, for being a person who like I said, was seeking that knowledge on the basketball court from every avenue he could possibly get it from. But the other thing about Kobe is Kobe knew himself. And what I mean by that is Kobe understood that he did not have the same athletic gifts as Michael Jordan had. Kobe wasn't as quick as Michael Jordan. He couldn't jump high as Michael Jordan. He wasn't quite as strong as Michael Jordan. Again, there's an interview with Meta World Peace where he's talking about one of the differences between Kobe and Mike, and he said the strength factor is one of the differences. Is Michael Jordan, he said, was almost as strong as him and LeBron. So Kobe wasn't quite as strong as Michael Jordan, and obviously we know he didn't have the hand size that Michael Jordan had that allowed him to have a different level of control on the ball than a lot of athletes. So Kobe, knowing this, understood that, hey, if I want to reach that level of greatness, I'm going to have to work even harder than Michael Jordan, who's known for being the hardest working player in the league. Kobe understood that the only way I'm gonna get there, like without these other athletic gifts, is I'm gonna have to put in extra work. I'm gonna have to live at the gym. You know, I'm gonna have to be the first one in the gym and the last one to leave. This is what Kobe Bryant understood. And at the end of the day, it's just logical sense, right? It's like if you're trying to be as great as someone who pretty much had it all. Because Michael Jordan had it all. He had the skill, the will, the leadership, and he had the athleticism to top it all off. So if you're trying to compete with that and you know that you're lacking in the athleticism part, well, you know, you're going to have to really work to increase other areas that you can increase to make up for that lack of athleticism. And so I have a lot of respect for Kobe Bryant for understanding this and, you know, probably at his own detriment, to his own detriment, you know, working so hard to get to the level of greatness that he was able to achieve. 5-time champion, 5-7 in the finals, winning record in the finals, fanboys. And so last but not least, let's get to the duck, the deer, the man who has ruined the NBA. Fanboys, you're going to be hearing a lot of this season because I must say, I said this in another video. I bought League Pass this season. It's my first time doing that, and I am highly annoyed when trying to watch these basketball games. I am highly annoyed, and I blame it all on LeBron James. I blame it all on LeBron James. Now, obviously, there's some other factors. There's this whole analytics stuff that's ruining the game. And, of course, there's Commissioner Voldemort. But all in all, I blame it on your king, fanboys. I'm annoyed every time I watch a game. Like I said, no matter what game you watch, it's almost like a rerun of the last game. This is how little uniqueness that there is in the league as far as teams and players. It's completely ridiculous. But anyway, LeBron James pretty much did the opposite of Kobe Bryant. Ironically, LeBron James is more athletic than Kobe Bryant. I've said this multiple times on this channel. If LeBron James, especially for the era that he played in, if he had Michael Jordan's mentality in this era, he would undoubtedly be the GOAT. Because not only do you have more athleticism than Kobe, if you had that mentality to play in this weak, soft era, LeBron James would have a much better finals record. He might be 9-1. He might be 8-2. But what he definitely wouldn't have is more finals losses than he has wins. But LeBron James went the opposite route. LeBron James is the player who I was talking about at the beginning of this. The player with the athleticism that put in the minimum amount of work. And I don't want to hear about his workouts. I don't want to hear about him keeping his body in shape. So what? There are people who don't play basketball that keep their body in shape. Good for him. So he can give us 22 years of trash. That's irrelevant. I am talking about LeBron James has supreme athleticism and didn't work to make his game as complete as it can be. And as a matter of fact, he really did the opposite. Instead of working on his game, LeBron James said, I'm going to just try to convince everybody I'm great through narratives. Instead of working on his game, LeBron James said, hey, I'm going to just try to load up my team with the greatest players in the game. So, again, I've said this many times, and I'm going to keep telling you, fanboys, this is going to be a long season for you guys. If you guys keep watching my channel, you have nobody to blame but yourself. Because, let me address this. One of these ridiculous fanboys, and you know who you are. If you're listening to this video, one of these ridiculous fanboys actually commented that they commented on my Bronny video. And they were like, oh, you clout chasing. And don't say you're not because I went and looked through all your videos and you never ever talked about the G League until now. So you just clout chasing off Bronny. Fanboy, what are you doing with your life? If you obviously don't like the videos that I do, why do you watch them and take the time to comment? That's what I would really like to know, fanboy. And I'm telling you this because I'm telling you right now, you expect more of the same. I'm never going to compliment your king. If LeBron James has a good game, I'm not going to talk about it. Because I don't care, because to me, the way LeBron James plays basketball is of low integrity. So I don't care if he has a good game. I'm not going to talk about it. I don't care if he has a good game because whatever his stat line is, I guarantee it doesn't include defense. So yeah, this is going to be a long season for you fanboys. But anyway, we're going to hold up here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. What did you think of Dwade? Not only Dwade's story, but apparently the other trainer story about Kobe Bryant. Again, to me, it just really shows Kobe's dedication. It really shows, like I said, to me, it shows Kobe's self-awareness to understand that because I'm not as athletic as Mike, I have to make up for that in some other kind of way. And Kobe, I say this every time I talk about Kobe because it's the truth. Kobe was the last of the Warriors. Kobe was the last guy in the league holding up the league to any kind of standard. And when Kobe left, that gave free reign for every other player to fully embrace this entitlement, to fully embrace this lazy NBA that we got going on today. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. You all have a truly fantastic day. And I'll see you next time. All right.